Okay.
Okay, so I brought Sairsha to Rachel probably 6 months ago the first time. She's now 9, so she was about 8.5 then, and she was very poorly as a little pup, and so her whole life she has had digestive problems, and also maybe as a result of that, hyperactive, difficult behavioural problems coming from that, being very excitable. And so I thought that would be a good idea to bring her and see what happened. Right away I was very impressed by Rachel's ability to calm her, because she was doing her usual thing of whizzing around the room, and I was thinking, I wonder how she's going to deal with this. And I was just amazed at her ability to just be calmly there, present, and to give Sairsha the space to, in a way, act out what she needed to, but to keep on bringing her back towards where she wanted her to be. And it was as if Sairsha suddenly went, oh, all right then, and lay down. And that was like the first connection that they had, where Sairsha started listening to a different vibration that was coming towards her, a different way of communicating with her that she could understand. She's a very, very communicative dog, and I've always longed to be able to speak her language, and I'm finding now that actually we are getting that coming more. And I think a lot of that is because she spent this time with Rachel, with someone who really can speak her language, and so they can fall in tune, and she feels heard, and I think that's very important for a dog. So during the hour she was with her, Rachel asked me not to look at her or give her any attention, because she was constantly wanting to come to me, because obviously she felt unsure about what was going on. But she really relaxed. She relaxed very deeply, and a lot was going on in her tummy, obviously. When I took her home afterwards, she was very quiet, and very strangely for her, and she slept for about 3 hours. She came for a second session quite close together, and friends said to me after those 2 sessions, she was, it wasn't just I noticed, they said she's like a different dog. Because usually when friends would come over, she'd be really in their space for quite a while. It was quite hard to stop her kind of getting in their space and fussing around. And instead she did it for a little while, and then she stopped and she lay down. So there was a change in her way of behaving. She slowly it's work in progress, because she's 9. She's been living with this kind of habit of being like this for a long time, so it doesn't change overnight. But it is happening, where this more confident, calmer, more mature dog is emerging, and she's really settling down. And alongside that, her digestion is definitely more settled. We're having very little trouble with it. So after this session today, I feel confident to try her with some meat, which is not something I've tried with for about 5 years, because she'd constantly get terrible diarrhea. So we're going to give that a try and see how that goes. But it's the first thing that has really helped. And I've tried many other things, homeopathy and herbs and obviously regular vet stuff, and this is the first thing that's actually making a difference. So to work with both her nervous system and her physical system, and her spending a little time with someone who really gets down to where she is and really communicates with her, is very, very beneficial.